Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a look at ZkSync or the ZK token. It's been a while since I have looked at it and it did have a really good move, as you can see. So basically it started to pump from 2.8 cent and it actually ended up hitting like 8.8 and after that we have this massive crash after that. So let's break it down, what is happening with ZkSync and why it is going down, and whether this is a good buy or not. So first of all, I think most of you already know what the ZkSync is. If you don't, we'll just take a look at like what CoinGecko has to say about them. So basically, ZkSync is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum that uses zero knowledge rollup tech to deliver near instant transaction and near zero fees while maintaining Ethereum security. So it is a different from like I believe from the BAS as well as Optimism. After that, it uses like advanced cryptographic proofs to handle thousands of transactions off chain before settling them on Ethereum, now capable of over 15k. That is a lot. Post Atlas upgrade, as you can see here. Now it powers an expanding network of interconnected ZK chains called Elastic Network that enables seamless interoperability. It is governed by the ZK Nation, that is like this ZK coin, and it is a decentralized community where the token holder can vote on the protocol upgrades and ecosystem initiatives. So basically that is what it is. Anyways, now as of now, the true strength of ZkSync lies in, I would say, RWA. If you look at its RWA, it is like really big, as you can see here, and if we look at like its value, it is like showing as high as 2.1 billion. That is a lot, I would say. Now in terms of like its DeFi, it's not doing that well, as you can see. And if we look at its price, started to go like down after hitting 8.7 cents. So as of now, if we look at some of the latest news that they have had, so there is this. Basically, they say that institutions want to build on Ethereum and leverage its incorruptibility, hard finality, and global liquidity. But many financial use cases can't be run on chain where everything is public by default. Here is Previdium, extend Ethereum for enterprise, something like that. This is their framework for that as well. This is most likely private, as you can see here. Now they are also like milking on privacy narrative as well, and it seems like that as of now ZkSync is like Zcash is also struggling. So there is a possibility that ZkSync goes like and surges along with like Zcash if like Zcash ever recovers. But the biggest problem with this like token as of now, or you can say with this coin as of now, are the token unlocks. So if you look at its max supply, it is at like 21 billion. So basically like they are trying to mimic Bitcoin supply, which is like 21 million, and they just put it like it as 21 billion, as you can see here. Now as of now, so if you look at like its market cap, if you just take a look at all of it, as you can see here, its market cap did like hit a low of back in June of 2025. It was at like somewhere around 142, and although its price is telling another story. So if you look here in June, the price of like ZK token was at like 3.8 cent, and as of now it is at 3.3, and the market cap is like basically 2x of that what was back in June. So there is something going on. So the thing that is happening here is a supply increase. So if you look here, starting from like June, we had a really big token unlocks for the investors as well as for the team, and they are happening on a monthly basis, and they will continue till June of 2028. So that means as of now the investors have received like 931 million tokens, and whereas the team has received like 875, and in total the investors will get like 3.6 billion and the team will get like 3.38 billion. Now that means the investors will get like tokens on a monthly basis as well as the team. And if you look at the price, like starting from the June, the price start to struggle, and whenever it goes up we see this massive sell pressure. And again, Although the token like seems to be getting a really good response from the community, its price is struggling, and it will struggle because of these token unlocks happening on a monthly basis. So as of now, the catalyst that could actually save ZkSync like in the long term would be some kind of token burns or some kind of buyback program. But if we don't see anything like that, there's a possibility that we see a massive like crash for the ZkSync in the near future, and I'm sure that it is going for that new all-time low. But again, that doesn't mean that it won't surge. As of now, I think unless we get a really good news like we did get it like back in November, unless we get a really good news, I think it will just like hit these lows. So as of now, the price of like ZK will most likely hit a low of, I think, a low of like 2.8, and after that we'll most likely see some kind of surge, something like, let's say that it surges like 15 to 20%. After that it will most likely hit a new low, and I think it will continue to hit a new low because of these token unlocks happening on a monthly basis. And what this means is that the investors as well as the team will most likely start like they will most likely take profit in the future, and all of that is going to impact like ZK price in the future as well. So at least from my analysis, this token may not be a good idea like to get into for the long term. But again, that doesn't mean that we not get any surge. I think as of now, if we do get a breakout above from this level, there is a possibility that we could see a really good move up. And if you look here, there was a breakout and there was a really good response, but unfortunately it did not hold on this level. So as of now, I think if it breaks this trend line, there's a possibility that it goes for that of like 3.7 or even like 3.9. If not, if we don't get like breakout above from this like trend line, there's a possibility that it goes for a new all-time low. And before that, I think it will most likely let's say, I think there's a possibility that it will hit this level. After that we'll see a really good response, and it will try to break out, and it will eject, and it will go down. So this is what I'm expecting from ZkSync. Now, as I said, although its fundamentals are really strong, but due to like, if you just use the basic economics, if the supply increases and the demands remain the same, like the price will continue to go down. So there is that. So again, unless like its market cap starts to like go parabolic, I don't see any hope for the ZkSync for now. So if we get some kind of news or something like that, there's a possibility that it recovers, but as of now, this is what it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.